Hey queens, it's your girl, the angel you know, back today with another game review. And today we're doing Kenna, Brdge of Spirits, an incredibly beautiful game I'm so excited to talk about today. And yes, I am gonna call it Kenna. You know why? Because tomato, tomato. I read it as Kenna, I'm gonna say it as Kenna. Get over it. Full disclosure, this video is directed at my lady gamers out there who want to try out new games. Boys, if you got a problem playing as a little girl, get out of here. This is not for you. Kenna is still a fairly new action-adventure game, only being released last year September by Ember Lab. It has received an 8.1 user scores. This beautifully animated game is light-hearted and fun, and in my opinion, a great beginner's game. I played and recorded all footage on PS5, in case you're wondering, but Kenna is also available on PS4 and PC. Now, as my followers may well know, I am obsessed with Horizon Zero Dawn, and Kenna totally gives me Horizon feels. It's just a classic adventure game, not too complex or confusing, just straight up clear objectives. And it's super fun too. Now, I grew up playing games like Crash Bandicoot, Hercules, and Tarzan on PC. Yes, okay, I might be giving away my age a little bit here, but those were classic adventure-type games. And whereas those games may pale in comparison to the look and feel of Kenna, it still brings back the nostalgia of those very first games I ever played. The story is based around the female protagonist Kenna, or Kina as you may prefer, the spirit guide, and her quest to aid the spirits of an abandoned village. We learn that this village endured a time of hardship, and Kenna has arrived to help the lost souls pass on to the other side and clear the corruption in the land. It's a super immersive game. As you follow the quest to free the villagers' spirits, you will learn about the characters you're helping and how they became lost.
We need you to help him. Great idea, Saya.
However, one thing I noticed that I'm a little bit sad about is the whole time you're playing the game, you learn about these characters and their background, but you never really learn about Kenna herself. And that makes me feel quite disappointed because she's such an enduring character herself, but she does seem troubled by something, and I just wish they gave her more of a backstory. I mean, maybe an idea for Kenna number 2? I think that would really give the game a lot more depth. The actual story, if you think about it, is a bit tragic. Obviously, something hectic went down in this village. The whole thing comes across as a bit dreamlike. Take Benny and Saya, for example. Are they real? Are they spirits? Are they dead? Are they alive? Even upon my second play, I couldn't quite figure it out.
Where did he go?
And of course, I wouldn't be talking about Kenna if I didn't mention our little friends, the rots. They're little spirit-like wisp creatures, which we call rot. And yet, let me just say, these guys are so gosh darn adorable. Like, oh my god. They're so cute, and their cute little smushy faces. I just love them so much. So as you run around the game and explore, you'll find and collect these little critters and add it to your what eventually becomes a rot army. And let me say, they're not only cute, they are super helpful too, and incredibly important throughout the game, helping in combat, healing, clearing corruption. So I cannot stress enough to search high and search low, look basically everywhere, because these guys are super important to the game, and you want to gather as many of them as you can find. Oh, and I almost forgot the best part. They have little hats, and there's another little collectible thing. I mean, I am crazy about collecting things. Keychains, badges, broken hearts, you know, usual stuff. So you have to understand, I was going to find every single one of these rots and their hats. I mean, look how cute he is with his little mushroom on his head. Adorable. It took me 21 hours later to find everything, but I did it, and I did have a little bit of help. Thanks, Power Phoenix, for your help in that way, because I ended up watching a ton of YouTube videos just to try and figure out where they are. And not to mention, I am horrible at reading maps and remembering where I have been. So I had to literally retrace my steps from the very beginning of these videos in order to find everything. Okay, let's talk combat. Now, I like a good fight as much as the next person, but I will say I'm a bit of a button masher. And in Kenna, that's okay. The combat is so simple a child could do it. No, seriously, my 9-year-old nephew is better than me. I mean, you have your light attacks, heavy attacks, and your long range attacks, a shield and a dodge. What more do you need, right? I could probably finish up an evil forest nymph with just that, but there is more to it. Remember I mentioned to you that rod army? Well, who'd have thought these little cuties could be badasses too? You're able to use them in a number of different ways to aid your fight depending on the amount you have and the level of skill you have unlocked. They help with healing, and there's a bit of a catch though. They is a level of courage that they need before you can attack, and that you can only achieve that by hitting your opponent multiple times before these little guys have enough courage to come out and help you. Cowardice little rascals. Now this is just a little extra I wanted to mention. As you explore the game, you find these meditation spots. Now this just blew my mind the first time I sat down and did a meditation, because I'm such a sucker for cinematic scenes. And look at it. It's just beautiful. It makes you feel namaste as well. Plus, each time you find a new meditation spot, you level up your health. Moral of the story, don't forget to meditate, folks. Alright, overall, a really satisfying game. Such a wonderful change of scenes and nuances. 8 out of 10 in my opinion. But if you are a hardcore gamer and you like Bloodborne and Demon Slayer and Demon Souls and all that kind of thing, listen, it may not be for you. I know like a lot of the guys out there is gonna probably look at this game and be like, this is so lame. But let me tell you, ladies, if you're watching this, fucking rad. This game is awesome. I love it. It's a great beginner game. You'll love this game. Alright guys, if you stuck with me to the end, please give the like button a slap, and I'll see you next week with a new game review. Bye!